Hi, and welcome to the first episode of Moms with Yarn. I'm Sharon, also known as Bronx Knitter.
And I'm Tracy, also known as tbmccarthy on Ravelry and everywhere else.
We're here with the first episode of Moms with Yarn because Tracy's a mom. I'm a mom.
And
And
I got a
Tracy's,
lot of yarn.
I got lots of yarn too. So why don't we get started?
Sure.
Tracy, what do you have? Do you have any work?
Yes, I do. I figured I'd start with all of my works in progress. This way, you all can just hold me accountable for all the things that I'm working on. And from week to week, you can say, why is she not working on this stuff? So, the first thing that I'm going to show you is my socks. I don't knit socks for myself, I always gift them. So this is one sock that I finished. It's my knitted heart vanilla socks. It's knit in Socks That Rocks medium weight in the dreidel colorway. And it was knit on the collage square needles, which I love. I just started knitting on them. These are in a 1.5 US, 2.5 millimeter, 24-inch circulars that I magic loop. And I think I'll probably go down to my normal one next time. I read a lot of reviews that said on the squares they tend to knit up tighter. So I just tried it out and they don't. So I'm just gonna go back down to my ones. And I'm on my second one. So I'm starting on the heel flap, if you can see here. I've just started on the heel flap. I have to go, I think the pattern says 2.5 inches, and then I'll start, going back this way, and then I'll start with the foot again. So
What is that? What is that colorway?
this is dreidel. It's like a blue and yellow, which is kind of appropriate for this Jewish holiday that we're in, the Passover-y. Um, yeah, this has been on my needles for like probably 4 months at this point. So, because I've been doing a lot of test knits and sample knits for people. So this is kind of my go-to pocketbook knitting when my other knitting is getting too big. So these will be for my mom. This is the first time I'm knitting with medium weight, Socks That Rock medium weight. I got that from my friend Julie. I purchased that off her. I love them. And then the next thing that I'm knitting is a gift knit for my husband's assistant. She had the cutest little baby boy. He's a little chunker. So I'm knitting The Little Oak by Alana Dakos in the vintage DK by Barocco in color 2177. It's like a evergreen. So I finished the body, and now, the body up to I guess the yoke. So I started in here. I started somewhere in here. I have some sleeves. Oh, here they are. So I started a sleeve. So I started one sleeve. I was going to do them both at the same time, but I don't know. I just decided not to. No reason.
What size needles are those?
These go for 2 and 3 size US 2 and 3, 3 millimeter and 3.25 millimeter. So like I said, I'm going to start the two sleeves, and then it'll join, and then I'll start the yoke, which is where all of the detail comes in. They do like the oak tree, the actual leaves, which I've done one of these before. You actually did one, Sharon, if you remember, and I really, really liked it. So I asked you about it. So I think this is the 18-month size.
Do you have a picture of the pattern?
I do, yep. It'll look like this. I don't want to give away too much of let's see if I can find a better picture that I won't give away any of the pattern. Yeah, so this is,
Okay.
I just love it. Like the bottom part you can see is very, very plain, but the top part, the detail is just so beautiful.
Right.
So,
That makes
I'm working slowly on that. Um, I bought the yarn in my local yarn shop, and this was a gift from my friend Kay over in the UK. She's such a sweetie.
Whose bag is that?
This is just a bag from a person named Kay. I think she's going to be opening up an Etsy shop.
Oh, okay.
So when she does, Kay, you need to open up that Etsy shop. I will let you guys know because she's wonderful. And then this has been on my Ravelry page for about, feels like 7 years, but it's not. This is the tiny tea leaves.
I want to make that pattern so bad.
So this is Reese's, my middle daughter. I think this is a size 8. And then this is a size 6. Good thing I thought ahead. The only thing I have to do is just put sleeves on.
Uh-huh.
Do the button bands. Oh no, I did the button bands actually. So I think I just need to do the sleeves.
So you made 2 of them?
I made 2 of them, one for each of my girls. But the colorway is, it's Madeline Tosh, Tosh Vintage in Wisteria. And I have this much left. To make 4 sleeves.
Very nice color.
Yeah, it's really nice. But I just, at the time, my daughters were 4 and 2, and now they're almost 6 and 4. So it's been on the needles, and I need to do it or else they'll never get to wear them. I mean, and they're beautiful, so I figured I'd take them out, and then you guys can just make sure that I get it done. Right? Get her done. And then the last thing is the Lin Lin Shawl by Yoko Johnson. I made one of these for Sarah over at the Plucky Knitter for Stitches West she was going to. So I'm going to make another one out of the Plucky Scholar in headboard. So I got some Scholar and I'm going to make another one. This shawl is like so wonderful. It's the yarn is so, the yarn reminds me very much of Jared Flood's that Tweety yarn that he has. It's like, I don't know if it's called
Shelter
Loft. Yeah.
or Loft?
Yeah, Shelter or Loft. Whatever his worsted weight is, I don't remember which one.
That's the Shelter, I believe.
Yeah. So it reminds me very much like it because it's, I knitted a Guernsey wrap out of that, and you're able to like break it with your hands. Like it's very, I don't know if it's staples, whatever.
Right. Does it feel rustic?
But it doesn't because it has cashmere in it.
Oh.
So, but it reminds me of it. But this is just so luxurious. Like, that's the only thing that reminds me of it is that it's so lofty and just. But this is just by far just a luxuriously. I'm gonna go night-night with me. That's it. That's all I'm working on. I just finished up a sample knit that I can't talk about, but I'm definitely excited for the shawl booklet to come out, and I'm hoping that it's going to come out in the next month or so, and then I'll be able to talk about it. So,
okay.
So what are you working on?
I have one finished object, which is mostly finished. I used some Lion brand and some hand spun.
Ooh.
That's my hand spun.
I was going to say.
Because I don't spin white yarn if I can help it. And I made the haberdashery cowl.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that. That's so
And
cool.
I was going to put buttons on it, but honestly, I don't want the buttons to dictate how my jacket fits around the neck.
Yeah.
So, and that is from Interweave Knits, the 2012 fall.
Okay. That's really nice.
And it's, it's funny because it gives you an optical illusion. And I would have knit until I ran out of this. This is some BFL from Frabjous Fibers. And I would have knit with it until it ran out. But the optical illusion part of the cowl was driving me crazy. So it had to end. That was the end of that. And then I made some socks. My aunt and uncle are he has a motorcycle. I guess, that's what you do.
Yeah.
And so they go riding. So they asked for knee socks.
Wow. Knee socks. Please.
So I went to my go-to book.
Yeah.
It's already raggedy, And I made these mock wave socks, and I added 8 billion rows,
Wow.
and I got these.
Wow. I like the color.
It is um the Verdant Griffin
Okay.
in the Eidos base
Okay.
in the Medusa colorway.
Oh, nice.
It took 2 skeins, and
Wow.
it's sad that this foot looks like this, and that foot looks like that.
Wow.
Different colorways.
Yeah.
When I picked them up, they looked the same, and I was like, I'm not going to have to worry about this.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that the foot was darker. And so, of course, my aunt
Does
said,
the leg look the same though, or no?
both legs are the same because I didn't run out of this skein
Oh,
of yarn
okay.
until I got here.
Yeah, so it's going to be in his.
It's going to be in her boot. She doesn't
Yeah.
care.
Who cares?
But
Oh
goes
my.
up to my knees.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to do that again. But I have to because those are for her. And my uncle was the one who asked for them.
Oh my gosh.
So I also mostly finished some spinning. This
That's pretty.
is from Crown Mountain Farms. This is also BFL
Okay.
in the American Spirit colorway.
Is that gray or silver?
It is red, white, and blue, but because
Oh,
of
nice.
the way the colors mixed,
Yeah.
it actually came out with pinks and
Yeah.
lilac and
Yeah.
every kind of color. So,
See that now. Yeah, yeah.
so
I like that.
that's better. And the only other thing I have on my needles,
Yeah, so I don't spin, but you do.
yes. The only thing left is
Ooh, that's
my
nice.
silver shed bag.
That's nice.
Ta-da! These are going to be mock cable rib socks. They're for my uncle from the same book. Those are the socks.
Have you done those before?
Like 8 billion times.
Yeah,
Why do you think this
say,
book looks like this?
Yeah.
I said I should probably find out if they have the digital version.
Yeah.
But I'm making it with Creatively Dyed's Sammy base
Mm-hmm.
in the colorway Ancient.
Yeah. That's nice. Is it brown?
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
But it's tonal browns.
Yeah, it looks like it has like reds and.
However, this one skein is not going to make a pair of knee socks for my uncle, who happens to be 6 feet 1 inches tall and wears a size 12. That's like making 18 socks at once, right? So I told him I'm going to send you some socks that's going to be a party in your shoe, because I'm going to make the bottom part with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Osterman trekking.
Yeah, that's probably going to be better for the foot anyway because it looks like it's more sturdy,
They're
right?
both sturdy. This is this.
Yeah.
It's the same weight
Yeah,
of yarn.
got it.
So and it has the same browns.
Okay.
And when I run out of this, which
And
is
you'll just
why I'm making them two at a
the
time,
same. Yeah.
so I can make this leg as long as I can
Yep.
before
I'm
I
gonna.
add this. And this has aloe in it.
Ooh.
Trust me when I tell you. I normally don't like trekking because it's so thin and it has other issues as well.
Yep.
But this one has aloe, so it feels very nice.
Nice. I love that bag.
Silver Shed USA.
Yeah.
That's how
Nice.
you find them online. So that's it. And I just have to finish those socks because I need to make 2 sheephead hats,
Wow.
1 sweater, actually 2 sweaters, and then I think I'm finished with my resolutions.
Yeah, I don't really have resolutions. I think what I really want to do is I definitely want to get that sock off the needle, which is doable. I mean, it's certainly small enough. I mean, it fits into my bag, and all three of my kids do activities during the week, so and the weekends. So it's certainly something that is portable, and within that 45-minute time frame that they're doing activities, I can get at least 10 rows of whatever it is that I'm doing, off. But I'd really like to get that off and then, get in a place where I can get the sweater for my husband's assistant done. I want to also, I have realized that I enjoy sewing. I have a sewing machine that I got for Christmas. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but including my husband who shopped for the sewing machine. But I like sewing, so I think I've made a few pillowcases, and pillowcases, not throw pillows, but pillowcases. Very simple, what have you. But I want to try and make baskets as gifts for babies. So I want to try and make some of that, and then I'm gonna see. I mean, kind of see where I go. I don't know. I don't really want to put a lot of pressure on what I want to do. I want to kind of a lot of the podcasters that I watch, I don't really watch a lot of them anymore. I mean, I feel like there are a lot out there, and what I enjoy doing is watching the few that I do watch, and then hear about what the other podcasts are making, and joining in on some of their knit-alongs, but at my own pace. So if somebody's doing, let's say, the turnstile, I'll join in, but not really participate. I'll do it at my own pace because I like the pattern. So I think I'm going to do it that way, just because it's less stressful, and I have enough stress in my life. It should be enjoyable.
Not with 3 kids and a husband at home.
No.
I get that.
Yeah.
Well, very, crazy me. I signed up to make, I joined the 52 pair plunge, which is 52 pairs of socks in a year, but you can make 26 pair. And so the socks I just finished are pair number 20.
Oh,
And
wow.
and the socks
Wait, so when did it start, though?
July.
And so it ends in July. So it started in July and ends in July. So easy. But if you were me, you would never win.
I, I don't. There's nothing to win.
Well,
It's just the
yourself,
commitment.
yeah.
So that means 2 pairs of socks a month.
Yeah. Can't do it.
No.
But if you were Diane from Knittables, you could do it because she cranks out those, I don't even know, don't tell me, I want to say Skype socks, but they're not. Don't tell me. I
I
don't
made
know.
a pair too. Stitch surfers.
Yes, the Stitch Surfers, which to me seems super hard, but I know that they're not. Like, I know people keep saying, oh, these are easy. Not easy, but they're like, relatively like vanilla-y as long as you get the concept. I don't think that to me is easy, but I don't know, like once you kind of get the hang of it, with anything, as long as you dedicate the time to learn it, you'll do it. I don't know how she could do so many, but I think because she loves it, like she truly loves the pattern. And for me, I'm like that. Like I really like this vanilla pattern because it's not really vanilla. It has that little bit of, change in it that keeps it interesting, but it's still vanilla enough that I don't really have to think. So I do. I mean, I think this is like the fourth or fifth pair. So, but I don't mind making things multiple times. I really don't. I mean,
Clearly I don't.
hold up that book again.
My old raggedy book. I love this book. And there's so many patterns in here that I've already made
Yeah.
that this book has paid for itself. So a little bit of a torn binding
Yeah.
is just
Nothing that Scotch tape can't fix.
and probably by the time the book disintegrates, I'll have memorized every single pattern. So there you have it. So that's all I have.
That's all I have too. So hopefully next week I'll have made progress on some of these things.
Okay, so where can people find you if they want to get in touch?
Just on Ravelry. I'm tbmccarthy. I mean, people probably know me through the Remembering Remy, but certainly on Ravelry, I'm tbmccarthy, and that's where you can find me.
Well, it looks like Sharon V on Twitter and Ravelry, but you can always go to Bronx Knitter. I have a blog. That would be bronxknitter.blogspot.com. And Tracy and I are going to try to get together at least every 2 weeks.
Yes.
Because by then, one of us will have finished something.
Or made progress.
Or at least made progress. That's true too.
Yeah.
So with that, we're going to say goodbye and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.